He liked me. So he said, no, I'm going to make sure that you get your company. But the only thing about it with shoes and fashion, your shit might not even be in style 5 years from now. True. See what I'm saying? Then you get a company that's defunct. So it's all kind of ifs and stuff. But you do, but if it works right, you can get a company and you can be successful like an Oprah. So this is what the deal is. He said, I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to get $500,000 today from my family members. Today. I said, now what kind of people can go upstairs and get $500,000 with a bunch of drunk ass family members? I say, shoot, you better not go to a family reunion trying to get some money off a nigga, period. $5. He'd be like, yo, brother, where that $5 you owe me?
You want interest. He might ask you for $6 back.
Right. So he said, I'm gonna go upstairs and we're gonna start the ball rolling right now. That's how I was hooked up. He turned around and he said, I like you, man. Do you want to go back to Atlanta and line up some more black investors? He said, we got a store in Lenox Square Mall. We do all the stuff. And it's just and we're going to give you ebony and jet, and then we're going to launch this shit in the black thing and the white thing. And because you're a novelty, white people going to buy in black people. You're going to be the new Tiger Woods. He said, I like you, man. Do you want to go back and get some black investors? I said, I think I'm going to go back and get some black investors. I didn't, because he was going to put me in business right then. He said, now, if you don't get the black investor, don't matter. We got the money. He told me how this shit works. How this shit works. You see. So, then I started studying so much, and the next day I was sitting in a room a year later. I never heard from him again because I never contacted him again. In 1994, when Ginger had gone to the Native American mounds and they opened up her psychic ability and stuff, the psychic ability. When they opened up her psychic ability, what happened was I asked the spirits. I had the spirits. We want to get in on the conversation. When I asked the spirits, what happened to the shoe thing? The spirits say, we had to work around the clock to get you out of that, to get you into this path of what you was born to do. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times when you want to understand what the stuff in your brain that you think you want to do some stuff, it might be for vanity purposes, and the spirit wants you to do that energy for something else, and you can't find out why you keep failing and failing and failing. You see what I'm saying? That's because the spirit wants you to do one thing, and once you tap into that, it opens up. And you trying to do some other stuff for some vanity reasons. You see what I'm saying? Or trying to please some family member, a girlfriend or whatever, and that's what happens. What's that?
Who would be a good source to begin studying Palo Mayombe? Is there, should I go from mouth to ear?
No, you need to go from book. That's the problem. Because if you go, see, they got these niggas now with the Yoruba and all this shit. You go up in there now, you're going to have to spend damn near $10,000. That's right. Get a book. The spirit know that we're lazy and we don't want to study. And that's why they have these motherfuckers pimp your ass. They had a nigga in Atlanta last year. He came from down Memphis to Atlanta. They said, we're going to give you a woman. He got down there and the woman was so fine. He gave him $15,000 to be inducted into the Yoruba thing. Put the woman in the car. He drive out. He got to the state line of Tennessee and Atlanta, and them niggas came out with M16s and Mac 10s and all kind of stuff on his behind. Took the woman out the car, and he got on back $15,000 robbed. But see, that's it. You don't mess with nothing, no ear to mouth shit. Read.
Give me some
get Carlos, get the one, get two. Carlos Gardeno Montenegro's book, Palo Mayombe. Palo Mayombe. Carlos Gardano Montenegro. So you got to learn how to spell it, because Carlos Gardano Montenegro's book, Paulo Manombe, The Dark Side of Santeria. That's the first one. The other one, get Book on Paulo. Book on Paulo by, what's the guy named? Baba Raul Canizares. Baba Raul Canizares. And then start accessing the website. And then the first thing you want to do is you, because it's a new era, you want to go in there and learn the deities. And then you want to communicate with the deities yourself. And you can bypass being initiated in something and got to pay $5,000 this time and all that kind of thing. It's about studying. And plus, when you do it that way, you magically open yourself up for stuff that's going to work. You see, because it's a pimp game. And the majority of the people in Palo are Hispanic. So they're really going to pimp you, because they don't have, they don't have no respect for you and your culture. And that's what happened. So it was a spiritual thing how this thing came out. Carlos Gardano Montenegro was the first to translate The Secrets of Palo into a book. That's the book in 1990. And they went to war with him for 10 years, trying to change rituals up and all this, but the spirit world wanted it to get out. And then in 2000, I picked it up and introduced it to that's one of them, Carlos Gardano, Book on Palo. And I introduced it to the Afrocentric world. So that's how you do it and stuff, You just study it yourself and then add your own elements in it and make it new stuff. And all, so so I'm into all of this stuff, but I never respected going on any kind of Bible hour or any kind of thing. You see, yeah.
Could you elaborate on and go back to that?
Okay.
Arizona,
yeah. She got shot in the head, and the bullet went clean through. That's an opening. So that's the reason why they knew. And so the concept is Gabriel, when the last trumpet blows, that's it. You see. Now you had an eclipse.
Right.
It was the first one on the solstice since the 1600s. And at that time we was just coming into slavery. You see. Which rose up to God Kunsu, the moon deity. And the moon deity. So then you had all these birds and stuff falling out on New Year's night. And they trying to explain it away. And then the next thing you got Birmingham, Alabama, never had snow on Christmas since they started recording. Columbia, South Carolina, never had snow on Christmas since they was recording. And Atlanta, last time they had snow on Christmas was 1882. And all of them got snow. You see. So then the next thing you know, some of that stuff they was inducing, but then the next thing you know, this girl gets shot in the head and lives, and 6 people die around her. Yeah. So, hold on. Put your hand down, because I'm trying to go in. I'm just trying to explain. That distracts me. So, 6 people died. Or whatever, how many?
6.
And then a whole bunch of them got shot up. But she survived the most severe gunshot wound in the head.
Right.
And it passed, and they said it's miraculous how she's recovering. So obviously this is some angelic force, and her name. Then they look up, and her name is Gabriel. But even in the book, the word when they talk about Gabriel, they say feminine. You see, so they are real upset about this, because Gabriel started both not only Christianity but Islam. You see. But it rose up in Judaism, so the whole Judeo-Christian thing, you see what I'm saying, is a part of that. And we must understand, why would it be Gabriel and not Osiris or Tahuti? Because we live in a Christian nation. Right. These concepts of Egypt and all, those are new concepts. You see what I'm saying? This country is founded on a Christian nation. So it would be fitting that the Gabriel it would blow, but because it's actually Tahuti, but it's actually Seshet. That's the feminine Tahuti, the wife of Tahuti. That Gabriel will blow, it would be Gabriel, and they know it. So by the time Barack Obama got up there, he started calling